It's nice every once in a while to have a day out on the water that there's no pressure involved. I tournament fish throughout the year. I guide 200 clients, 250 days a year, and there's always some strategic goal before you even leave the dock. A guy wants to catch a sailfish, or a guy's never caught a tarpon, he wants to catch a tarpon, or you're in a tarpon tournament or a sailfish tournament where there's a lot of pressure involved. Every day has a goal in mind, and the art of just going fishing kind of takes a second seat to this goal. So it's nice sometimes to just have a relaxing day.
Good job.
With a buddy that you don't need to entertain, and just go fishing. Enjoy what the day gives you, enjoy the conditions, enjoy each other, and enjoy what that journey has to offer. You've been fishing while I was gone? I've been hunting.
Here we are.
Hey, thank you.
You're welcome.
Perfect.
No, I haven't really been fishing too much the past couple weeks.
When I was hunting, it looked like the weather wasn't that great. It was kind of big fronts and lots of rain, lots of wind.
Yeah, it's been blowing a little bit.
I was driving home from Texas after my hunt, knowing that we were going to go fishing, and I just started thinking about, some of the past times that we shared together. Snook fishing in the backcountry, or chasing permit and bonefish out front, tarpon. Seems like every time whether it's a client or a friend, you always have all these memories, and you and I got a lot of great memories.
Oh yeah, a lot of them, a lot of good times. Glad we get to go out and make another one.
Exactly, what life's about, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Our goal was to just get in the big boat today. Every offshore day in the Florida Keys starts with catching bait. Depending on the time of year, depending on what you kind of have a mindset of what you're going to do, depends on the bait you're going to go after.
There they are. They're back over there. I think that dark spot, right where those pelicans busted it looks kind of dark right there.
Right there,
yeah.
Try to get me
upwind.
Upwind of that, yeah. Thanks. Pilchards is a little herring type fish that we find inshore and offshore, especially in the wintertime. They're here in big numbers. Every fish that swims in the ocean likes a pilchard. So if you can leave the dock, find some birds diving, find some pilchards, fill a couple wells full of pilchards, regardless of where you're going to end up, whether it's offshore fishing for mahi, fishing for sailfish, tunas, inshore on the patch reefs, looking for any kind of the snappers or the groupers or mackerel, every one of those fish will eat a pilchard. So having pilchards before you go on this journey offshore is a good start. Thank you, dude. So the morning started out great. We had a big cold front come through. The wind has swung around to the north. A north wind, when we have early cold fronts in the year, kind of sparks our sailfish bite. We were able to catch a bunch of bait in the morning. We're going to go offshore and see if the sailfish are acting the way they should with this kind of weather. Things don't always work out the way they're planned. We have no goal here. We're just going to have fun. Let's see if we can catch a sailfish.
Something is there.
I think it was a tally. Not 100%, but. Sailfishy feeling kind of day. You get these first fronts, all the bait starts coming south with the colder weather. That wind swings to the north going against the current, creates that seam on the edge of the reef,
Yeah.
And the fish can get up in the sea and tail down sea.
They tail better with like a hard north.
Yeah, north-northeast. where you get the swellies, you know, kind of the swells.
Yeah.
Like when we're sight fishing at tarpon with the east wind, when it's blowing down the beach, how they get up and surf down it. I think it helps elevate the fish. They work smarter, not harder.
Yeah, they use it to their advantage.
Right. No matter how knowledgeable you are in fishing, in anything, but fishing especially, there are days when things are tough. You watch fishing shows on television, you're seeing the glamour side of the hours put into the fishing. When you read articles, you're hearing about the productivity side of fishing. When you watch little videos, it's seeing the glamour and the hero shots of people catching fish. There's a lot of work, there's a lot of knowledge, and there's a lot of trial and error in fishing. Neutral. Every day that you leave the dock when you go fishing, it's not called catching, it's called fishing. Of course, now you can't get bit.
They know.
Our goal was to go out and catch a sailfish. The conditions looked great for it. We had great baits. It was slow. It wasn't happening. There was no bait on the edge. There was no hard current edge. We had current. We had decent wind. The water looked decent, blue, which are all conditions that you look for in good sail fishing, but it wasn't perfect and it seemed to be slow. The thing that makes a good fisherman is the ability to adapt. This scenario, it's not working. Okay, what's plan B? Well, we got this wind and this tide. Hey, let's go in and throw the chum bag out on a patch reef. It's early winter, a lot of bait inshore on those patch reefs. A lot of the offshore fish that are outside the reef or in the deeper water will move inshore during the colder weather because that's where all the bait is. We go in on a patch reef, we start chumming, let's see what happens. Is that a houndfish?
Houndfish?
I don't know. Yeah.
Huh.
It's not what I had in mind, Pete. Look at those teeth. That thing will jack you up, man.
Yeah, every time I catch one of those things, I'm like, don't want to deal with it.
That acts like bottom fish, something or other.
Yellowtail.
Yellowtail?
Yep.
Nice.
Keeper.
Heck yeah, throw him in the box. My wife will be very happy.
That's a good. Oh, he gone.
He gone. That little mutton, Pete.
Mutton?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's fun about this fishing. This time of year in the winter, you don't know what you're going to catch. Whoop. I swear I'm not.
Oh my God.
Dude, I swear on my life. I was trying to hold them so you could see all of them. Uh-oh. Oh, it got him out. Dang it.
Oh,
Yeah, he got me in the bottom. It's a decent fish.
seemed like it.
Got me in the bottom and I pulled the hook. Actually straightened the hook.
No
Look at
way.
that, broke the hook.
What?
Try a shrimp.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Thinking of taking the wire off too.
Yeah, we're not getting mackerel yet. As soon as you take the wire off, they'll come in.
Yeah. Yep.
What?
Fucking 2 seconds.
Mackerel?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. He's trying to get you in there.
He had me in some bottom there for a second.
Did he?
Yep.
Acting like a mutton.
Yeah, nicer one.
Oh yeah. That's a keeper, man.
Yeah, it is.
Good job, brother.
Hell yeah.
And he ate it with the wire.
With the wire.
We got 30-pound leader on there?
Yeah, 30 to a little strip.
Here in the Florida Keys, we have these outer islands, and between the outer islands and the reef, the main reef, which will come up to 10, 15 feet of the surface before it drops off to hundreds of feet of water, is within 2 or 3 miles of the Florida Keys. It's very close. But between the islands and the main reef, you have a channel, and you have these little patch reefs that are in anywhere from 30 feet of water to 5 to 10 feet of water, depending on where you're at. These areas, this time of year, can hold a lot of fish. It's where we go a lot to catch bait before we go offshore. I would say it's a little more of a relaxing type fishing, because you're not having to run a kite, you're not having to keep the boat in gear in the perfect way to keep your lines from getting tangled. You're anchoring up, you're throwing a chum bag out, and you're seeing what God's gonna give you that day behind the boat. And that's one of the cool things about patch fishing to me, is the mystery of what you're gonna catch. You can catch a Cero mackerel, a Spanish mackerel, a black grouper, a red grouper, a yellowtail, mangrove snapper, mutton snapper. There's a plethora of species that live on these inshore reefs, and it offers a rod bending experience. You can take an inexperienced angler out there and let them catch fish. Doesn't require a lot of skill. There are some little skillful things you can do, but it's just a fun style of fishing that you're catching. Going the right way now, Pete.
Hey, look at that guy. That's a freaking nice one there. Hell yeah.
I will take that. He almost had me. I felt it, you know, felt it rub on the bottom a little bit. If it ain't chartreuse, there ain't no use. That's what Hank Brown used to say. God rest his soul. Eat some good dinner tonight, brother.
Yeah, that's a nice fish.
Uh-oh. Good job. Uh-oh. Got you in something.
Oh, mother.
Got you?
Yep.
Dang, that was a good fish, man.
That was a good fish. Time to re-rig again. Oh, man.
Weight or no weight?
No way. Pilch. That's a nice fish.
Feels like the same thing, just maybe bigger.
Got you?
I had him coming too, man. That was a good one. There must be a rock over here.
He took you that way?
And that's sort of my last one. Try to get in the one that you lost went that way, you know? It's amazing how they know where they're at.
Yeah.
You know, they know where the rocks are. That bait went in there 30 seconds. Boom!
Seemed like a big mutton, even bigger one, huh?
Yeah, I was putting some heat on them. A palm and a reel. It's funny, when the chum ran out, we were getting smacked. I put a new chum block right after I caught that fish. Now you ain't catching shit. I don't know if it's just like,
yeah, we were getting bites, there was no slick.
That's actually more like a mackerel there, huh? Big one.
Yep.
Need help? You got him.
I think I got him.
That's a big Cero there, buddy.
Yeah, it is.
No, that's a Spanish.
Spanish?
No, it's a Cero.
Look at his jaw.
That is a big freaking mackerel. You throw him in the box.
You want them?
Yeah. That's a good freaking mackerel.
That was a good fight.
Thing looked like a little kingfish. That's pulling pretty good.
A little better. Or the same size.
Another mud?
Yeah. Look at this guy. Guts are hanging out of his side.
Something hit him?
Yeah, something hit him on the way out.
All right, you're making me switch.
Shrimp.
You're making me switch baits here. Catching too many fish.
It's crazy they're not eating a pilchard, but they're eating shrimp.
Oh, I'm gonna try a big pilchard. Let's find a Mac Daddy. Ledge on this side of it. Ooh, that's actually weird.
A little better.
Yeah, like you didn't even know he was hooked for a second. Another mutton.
Little mutton.
What did you just spit up?
The shrimp.
Keeps driving me this. Can't stand it. You know, Pete's become, I would think, probably one of my best friends. I'm with Pete on a daily basis almost. We guide out of the same marina. I've known Pete for 12 or 13 years. Early in Pete's fishing career, I helped him get his captain's license and kind of set the stage for him becoming an incredible guide now. I mean, if I had to fish a tournament with somebody, I'd fish with Pete. But I think one of the most standout things about Pete's personality that I like is, one, he's serious about it. Two, he's always trying to learn, which has been something that has been my mindset for 35 years. Is every day I wake up, I try to try something new. I try to get better at what I'm doing, and that's Pete's same mindset. So it's fun to share ideas with him and see different techniques. We enjoy the competitive side of trying to figure out what's going to work that day about fishing. That's why we love it. If you haven't already, go to my website, theseahuntertv.com. You can watch past episodes, shop apparel, book a fishing charter with the Seahunter Fishing Group, and watch some behind the scenes. One of the things I enjoy most about being with Pete is the silence. Pete's not a big talkative guy. If I'm not trying to explain something to somebody or teach somebody something, I'm not a very talkative guy. I'm kind of quiet. We don't need to talk to know what's going on. We don't need to talk to communicate. I know when I go pull a anchor, he's going to help me by putting the boat into gear and using the throttles. Or when we stop at a spot and put the anchor out, he's already got the chum bag out. I don't have to tell him, hey, put the chum bag out. There's something about the silence. I'm just able to enjoy the day and look around and enjoy where we're at. I don't have to entertain Pete, and he doesn't have to entertain me. That's crazy that these fish won't eat a pilchard. You know?
Yeah, and they crush shrimp as soon as it hits the water.
Something have him?
Oh yeah, something just freaking ate half of them now. Gone. Probably a big cuda or something.
Thought I just saw it. Oh, yep.
Oh.
Sorry, Pete. I just wanted to see what it was.
Yeah.
I didn't mean for you to lose your shit. Let's just move over a little bit.
All right.
We ain't got that much time. I just want to be right on it. Stay
Better
on there.
fish?
Yep.
You got you?
I'm not sure he didn't get hit. Come on, Pete. Got one on a pilchard.
Hell yeah.
Not a big one, but it was on a pilchard.
Yeah.
The goal of today was we set out to catch a sailfish, spend a day together, but in reality, it was just about going out and enjoying each other. Sailfishing was off. We went to plan B, went patch fishing. We didn't crush the fish. We caught a bunch of fish. We caught enough to eat for dinner, and to me, it was a great day. I didn't have to entertain anybody. We were self-entertained, just doing what we were doing. It's a good day on the water.
How do you cook that mackerel?
Great broiled. A glass dish works the best, like a baking dish. Spray it with like Pam, you know, non-stick shit. Put a little like garlic, salt, pepper, and put it on broil for like 5 minutes. Top rack. That's it. It's delicious.